How do I know when a case involves a constitutional law issue? This module covers how do you recognize a constitutional law issue? How do I know if the case involves a constitutional law issue? This is actually very easy. Basically, there's only one constitutional law issue. All constitutional law cases, whether state, federal, tribal, etc., have the same question or issue. Did that government, or some part of that government, or some person working for that government have the power to do what they did? That is, Michigan constitutional law issues always ask, did the state of Michigan have the power to do what it did? Nebraska constitutional law issues ask, did the state of Nebraska have the power to do what it did, etc. U.S. constitutional law issues are slightly more complex. They ask either, did the federal government have the power to do what it did, or did some state violate the minimum standards set on member states of the Federation by the U.S. Constitution? Notice, you have to be very careful with the word constitutional law because it does not tell you which constitution you are dealing with. In general, you should always preface the word constitutional law with the specific constitution you are talking about. New York State Constitution, Florida State Constitution, or just Florida Constitution, Federal Constitution, U.S. Constitution. Avoid just using the term constitutional law because it may be ambiguous. If the case involves just people or businesses with some dispute between themselves, you know the case is not a constitutional law issue. Here are three issues. Which is a constitutional law issue? 1. Is A law passed by the legislature valid? Did B breach its contract? Was C negligent? The answer is number 1. How do you know? It is the only question that asks if a government or part of a government, specifically the legislature, had the power to do what it did. Pause the lecture and answer the following review questions. The answers will not appear. Please feel free to move back into the PowerPoint in order to find the answers. If you still can't find the answers or do not understand, please post in the Muddy Point discussion board. This is the end of PowerPoint 3, Module number 3.